Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaw. 55.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Check. Lucky. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. They can't hang with us. Gone.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Clifford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Steve 6. 55. Cut. Mike 55. Ready to.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Rock it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
54's Mike. Look at me. Go. Man, that's trash. You gon' take. You got tight right there. Slam. Kill. Leo. Hey, lock it. Go.
On 4th down. Clifford forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Hard. Check hot route.
Get it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Miller now looking to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bowman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. Hey, high 7. Rush in. 53's the mic. Get ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, stand up. Check 99.
On first down, Bowman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Yes. Fair. He's checking. Crash. Ready?
From the gun, Miller buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
58, Mike. 6'6", pull it high. 58's the Mike. Go.
Here's Miller throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike's 5'4".
Back to throw. Clifford under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A nice little juke. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing. Check three. Spawns. No. Check. Watch safety green.
Looking to throw. Miller steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on. Check three.
Now a give, right side. It's Bowman, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play. Number 53. Mike 53. Oh, yeah, baby. Mike.
Miller on 1st and 10. Bryant has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Miller eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Looking to throw. Miller looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This one fielded at the 5.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Back to throw. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Carlson on for the PAT. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on 3rd down. Clifford. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tack McKinley, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
You draw quarter.
Now a give, right side. Bowman. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Check 53's mark. 80 weapon. Slant. Switch. Hey, lock it. Check 24.
On 3rd down. Hackett. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I see you, boy. I see you. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Clear. Get it.
Miller now. Throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is what.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Let's go now. 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Check tight. Bang. Hey, exit. Shoot. Kill. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Hard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
They run with Spiller. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Here I come. 55's my guy, 55. All day, dog.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Again, they run it with Spiller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? 50, play. Go on. Come on, D.
2nd and 4. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
You look at me, zipper. Watch the safety creep. 53's the mic.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Miller on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Down. 60 outlaw. We got it. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Clifford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
I I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Squeeze. Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off,
and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's Spiller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball,
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, stand up. Watch the twist. No.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, Alpha. Hustle, hit it.
Looking to throw. Miller. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
53, Mike. Let's go, D. Tight up. Fair. Switch. Let's go.
On fourth down, Miller. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The
rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Spiller, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Clifford now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll try the left side. Hackett. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 3rd down, Bowman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Miller throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.